This is the screen that should come up when you click on the assignment link that I sent out to you. You will need to rename the project with your name. Because you and your partner are sharing a login, if you don't change the name of that, it will just come up as the login name. So you need to make sure that you rename it with your name, especially if you are sharing somebody else's login. So we've got this drum beat here. This is just a background track, just to kind of keep us in time. You can put a click track on if you press here. But if you forget to do that or you don't know how, then this will be keeping you in time, and this is just keeping every single beat. Now our chords that we're going to record in need to be on the off beat, so we're going to be recording them on the 2 and the 4. So you can see in here that these beats, we're going to do it on the 2nd beat and on the 4th beat. So if I'm doing 4 chords for my C pattern, I'm just going to zoom in slightly here so that you can see my different bars as well. There we go. Is that my first 4 chords are going to last over these 2 bars here. So I'm going to just quickly delete this one. I'm going to add a new track, and I'm going to play it in on a piano. So I've got a piano. I can therefore see where I can find my notes for my C chord, which is going to be my first chord that I'm going to play, which is this one, miss one, this one, miss one. This one is going to be my C chord. I can see down here which keys on my QWERTY keyboard I would need to press if I'm using a QWERTY keyboard, or if I'm using another device, I can just use the touch screen on the screen to play those 3 notes at the same time. I'm using a QWERTY keyboard for this, so I know that I'm actually going to play them down here, Z, C, and B. And if I play Z, C, and B together, I get my C chord. Now I'm going to try and record those in now, and I'm just going to do it on the 2nd and the 4th beat. So I'm going to wait for my count in. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, play, 1, play, 1, play, 1. Okay, and then I'm going to stop that there. I can stop by either pressing the stop button down here, or I can press the space bar. If I close down my keyboard, you'll see that I've got some chords in there already. Now I only want this to last the first 2 bars, so I'm going to go to this bottom corner, and I'm going to get this little icon here, and I'm just going to cut it down so now it lasts for 2 bars instead. If I double click this, it then brings up the piano roll. So as you can see, piano roll just here. I can then select this. I can go to edit, quantize, and I can actually make it click exactly into the right time. So if you've recorded it and it's not perfect, rather than having to record it over and over again, you can just quantize your ideas, which will make it click into place. So if I go 1/2, because I have 2 chords in each of my bars, so 2 things in 1 bar, if I press 1/2, it'll absolutely make it perfectly in time. Now strangely, I've missed a note here, and I don't know why that's disappeared. So I'm going to add that back in manually. So if I go to my little pencil here, I've got a little pen, and I can just put that in there again. Now you can see that, if I zoom in a little bit more, is not perfectly on that line anymore. So I can either just push it back manually onto there, or I can quantize again. So if I go to my arrow key, I can then select, that's just holding and dragging them across. I can go to edit, back down to quantize, and then to 1/2, and you'll see that it's snapped it right back into place. If I want it to all last the same amount of time, then I can also just make it so that it's the same length as the ones above it too. There, I've got my first chords, which is really lovely. Now, because we're working in Soundtrap, we don't necessarily have to record in everything from fresh. So I could then do my G chord in the same way that I've just done, and my F chord if I'm going to use those chords. Or I could click on this, and I could go edit, copy. If I want my next chord to kind of begin on bar 3, I'd put my cursor to there, edit, and paste. And then I've got my C chord all over again just here. Now if I want to change that C chord to something else, I can highlight it, and I can actually just take this chord, this note here, which is C, and I can move it up to F, and then I've got my F and my A and my C in the right position. It's always good to just double check that the notes are the correct notes for your chord, just in case they are minor chords, because if I go and put this on starting on an A, at the moment this is going to give me a D flat or a C sharp in the middle, and the key that we're working in is C, which has no sharps and flats. So it's always good to double check that we've got the right notes in there as well. If I close that down, now I've got my C chord and my F chord, and then I can do the same for my other chords up until the end of bar 8, and the end of bar 8 will be here. And then I've got my 8-bar chord sequence ready to go. Once I've done that, I'm going to press save. And then that means it will save my changes, and I'm then ready to start thinking about my next layer of sound, which will be happening next week. Good luck. If you're using the app version, just click onto your app and then select your reggae songwriting. Open it up in the studio, and then that will load the project. Now you want to add in a new instrument, so press the plus and then go through to your instrument. Once you've got your instrument up, you can then just press the notes on the screen. You can rotate it if you want to make your screen slightly bigger, your keyboard slightly bigger, and then find your note. So C and E and G would be your C chord, and you play them all together to make your triad chord. Now you're going to want to play them on the off beat, so you'll get your count in. You're going to play them on the 2 and the 4 only. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we want to tidy it up. So if I press and hold on that kind of purpley pink region, it then brings up some options for me, and I'm going to quantize it. Quantize makes it snap, so it's perfectly in time. And I'm going to put it 1/2 because that will be my minims. So every 2 beats I've got something new. I can then zoom in using my 2 fingers so I can see it a bit better, and I want this to only last 2 bars. So I go to the bottom right corner, and I'm just going to then drag it across, and then that will make it last for 2 bars. I can then just repeat this process for my other chords, so for example an F chord or a G chord, and I'll do this until I have 8 bars worth of chords. Of course, when you're recording your next part of your chords, remember to move the pointer arrow to start where you want your next chords to start. So that will be at after bar 2 for your second lot of chords, and then probably after bar 4 for your third lot, and so on and so forth. Good luck.